Welcome students. In this video we are going to look at two things. One is scope of macroeconomics and another one is functioning of an economy based on activities. Right. Let me begin with scope of macroeconomics. Okay. The first one is national income. The second one is inflation. The third one is business cycle. The fourth one is poverty and unemployment. The fifth one is economic growth. And the final one is economic policies. Right? The study of macroeconomics has wide scope and it covers these major areas. Right? These 6 things that you study broadly in the scope of macroeconomics. The first one is the concept and measurement of national income. Okay, national income. What do you mean by national income? Any idea? Can you give an answer, students? What do you mean by national income? So let me give a meaning. So national income, it means total money value of all final goods and services produced in a country during a particular period of time. Okay, total money value of all final goods and services. Okay, final goods and services produced in a country during a particular period of time. Okay. So, in national income, it shows the income of a country. Okay, it shows the income of a country. So, by analyzing the national income of a country in macroeconomic, it provides a long-term understanding of the growth process of an economy. So, by analyzing this national income of a country, we can able to understand what the growth process of an economy. Okay, the next one is inflation. The next one is inflation. What do you mean by inflation? Any idea, students? Listen. So let me give a meaning. It refers to steady increase in the general price level. Okay, it refers to the steady increases in the general price level. So it talks about the increases in the prices of a product and services. Okay, in macroeconomics we study about how the general prices determine, and it explains the fluctuations in the general price. Okay, so inflation talks about the fluctuations in the general price. Okay, for example, before 10 years we can able to buy a coffee. Okay, can able to buy a coffee at the price of at 5 rupees. Okay, can able to buy a coffee at rupees 5. Okay, but we can't buy the coffee at the same price at present, isn't it? Because the prices are increased. So prices get increased from 5 rupees to 10 rupees. This is inflation. Okay, so rising general price level create inflation. Falling general price create deflation. Okay, so general price is very important because it creates inflation and deflation, which is studied under macroeconomics. Okay, so the next one is business cycle. The next one is business cycle. Okay, what do you mean by business cycle? It means fluctuations in the business activity. It talks about the fluctuations in the business activity. Okay, so it refers to the fluctuations in the economic activity of a country. Okay, so business cycle means fluctuations in the economic activity of a country. Okay, here study of business cycle is also a part of macroeconomics. Why? Because every economy faces the problems of business fluctuations. Okay, every country faces this problem. Okay, so the cyclical movement, right? What is the cyclical movement? That is boom, recession, depression and recovery. Okay, these are the cyclical movements faced by the economy. So what do you mean by boom? Any idea? It refers to a period of increased commercial activity. Students, listen carefully. Period of increased commercial activity. So in boom period, the commercial activities are very active. Okay, it gets increasing. Okay, so in boom period, it refers to a period of increased commercial activity. Okay, in recession, it shows the low economic activity. Okay, so in recession, it shows the low economic activity. So in this period, the economic facing the problems such as unemployment, loss in investment, business failures. Okay, so in recession period, the economy faces these problems. Okay, then depression. So depression shows the economic decline. Okay, so depression shows the economic decline, but here there is a slight difference. What is that? Recession and depression both shows the low economic activity, but there is a slight difference. So in recession, um, shorter and less severe than economic depression in depression period, right? So in recession period, it shows the economic decline, but it is generally much shorter and less severe than economic depression, right? So then the business that means the economy activity attain the recovery period, right? So in a business cycle, there is a fluctuations. It may be like this. Okay, so this is the boom period. Okay, so that is the boom period. Then the economic activity, if economy facing recession means it may be is like this. There is a decline from boom. But in depression there may be like this. In this stage shows the depression period, right? Then this stage show the recession. If an economy affects even more decline, that is said to be depression period, right? Then the business activity attain the growth stage means that is recovery, right? That is recovery. Okay, so these are all the four stages that economy activity faces. Okay, so in the recovery period, the economy activity gets improving economy activity, improving in the economy activity, right? So in the recovery period, the economy activity gets improving. Okay, so this is the recovery period, economic activity. Okay students, are you clear with this? So these are all the four stages that a business activity facing in the economy, right? Then, so the next one is, okay students, the next one is poverty and unemployment. Okay, so what do you mean by poverty? Do you have any idea about this? We already discussed in the previous concept. What do you mean by poverty, students? Okay, let me give a meaning. Okay, so the major problem faced by the most nation, even in a richer nation, are poverty and unemployment, right? So poverty and unemployment are faced by all economy. Okay, so what do you mean by poverty? Let me give a meaning. Okay, poverty means it states the condition of a person or community. There may be a lack of financial resources and other essentials for a minimum standard of living, right? What we are need in our day-to-day life: food, shelter, right? Isn't it? So even if a person couldn't even not satisfied their basic needs, if a person is not able to satisfy their basic needs, they means they are under poverty. They are in the poverty state. Okay, so poverty means it states the condition of a person or community lacks of financial resources and the essentials for a minimum standard of living. Okay, so in India, nearly 4.5 to 5% percentage of people are facing or in the poverty line. Okay, so that means around 3 crores people are living in poverty. Okay, so next, unemployment. So unemployment means it refers to a situation of a person searching for a job, but he is unable to find job. Okay, unable to find work. That means someone is willing or able to work. Anyone who is willing or able to work but doesn't have a paid job means that is unemployment. Okay, so in macroeconomic analysis, we study the economy in a large perspective, isn't it? Right. So it facilitates for allocation of resources. So by studying these, by studying or find out these things, poverty and unemployment, we can able to facilitate the resources, allocate the resources in a right way and initiating corrective measures. It is helpful for initiating corrective measures, right? So the next one is economic growth. Okay, the next concept is economic growth. Okay, so what do you mean by economic growth? So, if a country is good in production, right? So, if a country's GDP is good, means the country is in a growth manner, right? So, economic growth means it means increase in the size of a country's economy over a period of time. That means a specific time. Okay. So, the size of economy is measured by the total production. Okay. So, here they mentioned increase in the size. It means increase in the size, a given increase in the size of a country's economy, isn't it? So the size of an economy is measured by the total production of goods and services produced inside the that means in the economy, right? So it can be understood only through macroeconomic analysis. So we are able to understand these things through the macroeconomic analysis only. Okay, so the next one is economic policies, right? This is the final one in the scope of macroeconomics. Okay, so economic policies means it covers the wide range of measures taken by the government to manage their economy. Okay, so it measures that measures taken by the government to manage their economy. It means actions taken by the government in the economic field. Okay, so what are the actions taken by the government? For example, budget controlling, budget controlling, then money supply, interest rates, managing how our economy managing interest rates. Okay, so for example we can say welfare measures. What are the measures taken by the government? Infrastructure development. For infrastructural development, our economy providing what are the facilities providing for us? Can you guess? Infrastructure facilities like laying roads, constructing bridges, right? For the these are all providing by the government for the development of the for developing the infrastructure facilities, right? Like that, for the welfare measures, what are the welfare measures taken by the government? They are providing pensions, then ration facilities to the needy, and the unemployment allowance, they are all given by the government for the welfare of the people, right? So these are all the measures taken by the government to manage their economy, right? So economic policies, right? We are talking about economic policy here. So economic policy are necessary to solve the basic problems, to overcome the obstacles and to achieve growth. So economic policy is necessary to solve the problems prevailing in an economy, right? So that's all about scope of economics, scope of macroeconomics. Okay. Okay students, the next topic we have to discuss here is functioning of an economy based on activities. Okay, so before enter into this topic, we need to know the meaning of economy. Okay, so what do you mean by economy? Here, economy defined by A.J. Brown. Okay, a system by which people earn their living. A system by which people earn their livings. Okay, so that means the method used by the people to satisfy their needs and wants in their day-to-day life. Okay, so that is explained by A.J. Brown here. So he defines economy as a system by which people earn their living. Okay. Okay students, let me get into this topic, functioning of an economy based on activities. Okay, so in an economy, the fundamental economic activities are production. Okay, fundamental economic activities are production and consumption. Okay, these two are the basic economic activities. Okay, production and consumption. Okay, so these two activities are supported by several other activities. Okay, so the production activity and the consumption activity are supported by several other activities. So the aim of these two activities to achieve growth. So the aim of these two activities is to achieve growth. Okay, the aim of these two activities, okay, these two activities is to achieve growth. So here, for example, if you produce if we have a soap company, okay, we are manufacturing soap. Okay, what will we do? We are manufacturing the soap means we have to produce the soap, and then is that that soap should be reach the customers, right? So like that, in this process we need what? Several supporting activities, isn't it, for our product. If we produce soap means we need to reach that soap to the customers. Okay, then only we can able to earn profit, isn't it? So here what will we do? We need some exchange activities, isn't it? If you want to reach our product to the customers means we need transportation, then for transaction purpose we need banking facilities, then advertisement, isn't it? These are all the other things. These are all activities, necessary for the functioning of our business, isn't it? So like that, in an economy, okay, like that, in an economy, the exchange activity, okay, the exchange activity supports the production and consumption activities. Okay, these activities are influenced by several economic and non-economic activities. So here we need what? Exchange activity. So here we need exchange activity. Okay, so here the economy needs the exchange activity, supports of the exchange activity. Okay, so here the exchange activity supports the production process and for the consumption activity. Okay, then what we need? These activities are influenced by several economic and non-economic activities. Okay, so for extent here we need economic and non-economic activities for the functioning of an economy. Okay, here we need economic and non-economic activities. These are all supporting factors. Economic and non-economic activities. Okay, we need these support for the functioning of an economy. Okay, wow. So here exchange activity need the economic and non-economic activities, and the production process also need the economic and non-economic activity for the production purpose and the consumption purpose of an economy. Okay, so the major, what are all the economic activities? Let me see what are all the major economic activities. Okay, so here we have to please note it down: transportation, banking, advertising, then government policies. These are all comes under economic activities. Okay, these activities is necessary for the production activity and the consumption activity. Okay, and the non-economic activities, what are the non-economic activities? Environment, health, education, entertainment, governance, regulations, etc. Okay, if environment is not supporting means, if the weather is not good means we can't transfer our goods to another place. Okay, so these are all the things necessary for the proper production and the consumption of goods. Okay, so in addition to these all things, in addition to these all things, we need supporting activities. Okay, What are the supporting economic activities? Please note it down. Students, listen. Import, export, then international relations, immigration, foreign investment, then foreign exchange, etc. These are all comes under supporting activities. Okay. So these are all external activities. So external activities also important for the proper functioning of an economy. Okay. External activities. So here I listed out what are all the external activities. Okay, so that is also very important for the proper functioning of an economy. Okay, so these are all interrelated. Okay, so what are all the external activities I mentioned here? Import, export. For example, if you want to if you want to get a raw material from another country, means you have to import that product. So here the business need import facilities. Then if you want to sell your product to, if you want to trade with another country, means here you need export, isn't it? So these are all the activities which is helpful for the production and consumption. Okay, are you clear with this, students? So import, then international relation. It talks about how we are having the relationship with another country. If you want to use the product from Pakistan, means is that possible here? No, because we are not maintaining good relationship with that country, isn't it? So we can't sell our product to Pakistan, and we can't import products from Pakistan. So we need a good relationship with other country, that is international relations. Okay, that is also important here for the proper functioning of an economy. Okay, so these are all the things, production activity, consumption, then exchange, then economic and non-economic activities, then external activities. These are all things are important for the proper functioning of an economy. Okay, that's all about this functioning of an economy. Okay, students, thank you.